quiet border town of Millbury Creek, nothing ever happened, or at least that's what people believed. Every morning looked the same. Children walking to school together, elderly men playing cards outside the grocery store, and police patrols that seemed more ceremonial than necessary. If peace had a physical home, it was Millbury Creek. But late on August 14, 2003, the truth began to crack. At 2:43 a.m., a teenage boy named Jason Cole dialed 911, whispering in panic. He claimed he had found a tunnel behind the school auditorium, and at the end of it were locked cages, stacks of passports, and boxes with police seals on them. The dispatcher assumed it was a prank, until Jason whispered, "There are people down here. They're alive, and they're crying." The call abruptly ended. When officers finally arrived, they did not start an investigation. They sealed off the entire school, confiscated security footage, and arrested Jason. Parents were told he ran away that night. He never returned. Over the next 4 months, 9 more teenagers went missing, all from Millbury Creek High School. Each disappearance was written off officially as ran away, left town, family issues, but the families knew something was wrong. These were good kids, students, athletes, musicians, not the type to vanish. It wasn't the police, the media, or the government who uncovered the truth. It was one mother. After her 16-year-old daughter Lily disappeared, Mrs. Davenport refused to accept the official story. She broke into her daughter's school locker, something she had been warned not to do, and found a torn notebook page with 3 chilling words. The writing stopped halfway through a sentence. As if someone grabbed the pen away, inside the same locker was a small folded map of the school, and on the back was a date, October 18th, midnight. Mrs. Davenport alerted other parents, and on that night 14 families parked around the school in silence, watching. At 12:17 a.m., 2 unmarked government vans arrived at the back entrance. Men in tactical uniforms carried large black crates inside. That was the moment the parents called the FBI. The FBI knew something was wrong the moment they arrived. The local police tried to block their entry, claiming classified training activity was happening inside the school, but a federal judge authorized a forced entry. Down in the basement, behind a fake wall, the tunnel Jason had described actually existed. Inside, investigators found 14 teenagers, handcuffed to beds, sedated, surrounded by forged passports, visas, and documents. They were being trafficked out of the country. And the most disturbing part? The evidence showed the operation was being run by a joint network of corrupt sheriffs, school administrators, and a government immigration official, all profiting from selling undocumented teens into forced labor outside the United States. The same people trusted to protect the town were selling its children. What happened next never made the evening news. 2 hours after the victims were rescued, a team of federal officials ordered every investigator, medic, and responder to sign a secrecy agreement, threatening prosecution if they disclosed anything. Parents were told their children had been found through probable runaway investigations. The school remained open. The corrupt officers resigned quietly. None were arrested that night. It took 5 years of petitions and lawsuits before the story finally reached the courts. Only then did the world learn what had happened in Millbury Creek, a trafficking ring disguised as an educational institution, operating for nearly a decade under the protection of corrupt authority. Most of the teenagers survived, but many still avoid media and live anonymously. 4 of the officials involved received federal prison sentences, but none for the length the community felt they deserved. Jason Cole, the boy who made the first 911 call, has never been found. Today, Millbury Creek High School still operates under a new administration, but parents never forget. Every hallway light stays on at night. Every door has a camera, and every parent warns their child. If you see something wrong, tell us, not them, because the quiet town learned a dark truth. Sometimes the danger isn't outside the school. Sometimes it's inside, protected by those in power.